camera two over here recording. Just wanted to make sure that was going. Kenneth said, I haven't started my coaching business. Lack of time and energy. So, Kenneth, I don't believe in lack of time. I just don't believe it. I believe in lack of priorities. We don't have our priorities in order. Okay, I get it. So let's look at time and energy. So usually when people say they don't have time for something, when there's a time issue, there's a time management issue. I don't believe in time management. I believe in priority management. I believe that we if the issue is time, then what we need to do is we need to shuffle our priorities in such a way so that we are giving time to the things that we need to give time to by our own definition. Right now, I don't get to define what your priorities are and what you need to give time to, but my challenge to anyone who feels like, "Oh, I just don't have time," I would say it's a priority issue. I see you, Teresa. I got you. It's a priority issue because there's time. I listen. If we talk for 5 minutes and you tell me about your day, about your week, I guarantee you I'll find some time for you. I guarantee you. Now you're going to have to make some decisions to shuffle some things around, but there's time. There's absolutely time. And if we're talking about a coaching business, you can, if you can put in 20, 30 minutes a day, and then you'll look up in a month and there it is. You know, we need more people to start their coaching business because whatever your magic is, someone is suffering because you playing. Someone is suffering because you haven't gotten because you're not prioritizing your time. So that person who's assigned to you, who's waiting in line for you to step up so they can get what they need, they're suffering longer than they need to because you playing around. So I need you to zoom out and take a look at here's what I want you to do. Start tracking your time. Track your time for a week. Literally track your time for a week. You woke up at this time, you did XYZ, you did this, you did this, you did this, track your time for a week. And you're going to see, don't beat yourself up too bad. I've been through this exercise many times. Anytime I'm feeling like I'm in a time crunch, I know that something's off. I need to reshuffle the deck. I need to prioritize some things. So I'm challenging you to track your time for a week. Track your time just for a couple days, and you'll see how much time you're spending, right? Time you're spending, how much energy, because you talked about that too, how much energy, how much time you're spending in places that, So we just need to shuffle some things around. Now, when you talk about an energy, now energy, this I talk about all the time, right? This is a matter of you're not taking care of the fundamentals. You're not eating, moving, and sleeping properly. Because when you get the right amount of rest and you got some movement, you got some movement in your life, you're exercising, you're taking care of yourself, and you're eating a half decent diet, there's the energy. So this is a quick fix. You can literally today say, you know what, hell, that I'm fixing this immediately. I want to start this business. There are people counting on me, and I need to step up. So I can't do that if I don't feel like doing it. So I need to get my energy right. So I need to take my behind to sleep. And whatever I need to do to ensure that I go to bed at a decent hour so I can get the proper amount of rest so I can wake up feeling recharged, ready to attack the challenges of the day. We need to do that. We need to make that a priority. And then we need to make some better choices at the table. And then we need to get some movement in our lives. So these are things that you can put into practice literally right now. Like right now. Today can be day one. You can get up right now and go for a walk. Right? You can get up right now and start moving. You can, as you're figuring out dinner tonight, you can make an adjustment there. So these are things so track your time and listen, I'm here to help. So if you need some help navigating this process, just hit me up. That's why I'm here. But yeah, we can get this in order. And anyone having a time crunch, right? Anyone having a time crunch, this is this is what we need to look at. We need to look at our priorities and how we're spending our time. I guarantee you, I can find some time. And don't be dismissive of small blocks of time. Notice what I said, y'all. I don't know if y'all caught that. I said, oh yeah, 20, 30 minutes a day. Somebody might be like, that's nothing. No, that's a lot. When it starts to compound, it starts to pile on, 20 minutes here, 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, and you look up, oh wow, I worked on a business for X hours this month. Oh shoot. Okay, go me. I got this done. I got this done. And when you only have 20 minutes, you can be laser focused and you can lock in. You mess around and get more done in that 20 minutes than Johnny's getting done in 3 hours sitting there staring at the screen. So sometimes being in a time crunch makes us more efficient. So it's all about how we choose to look at it. But so let me see what else. Teresa said healthy eating. Look at her words. Because I don't want to sacrifice sweets. Because I don't want to. She's a grown up. You get to. So I guess the follow up is, what do you want? What do you want? How about this? I'm not eating healthy because I don't want to sacrifice sweets. Okay, what do you want? Why do you want to eat healthy? You want to eat healthy because what? What's that going to lead to? What's the door that's going to open for you? So let's think about that. Let's think about the why. Okay. You haven't started eating healthy because you don't want to give up the sweets. So maybe just eating healthy isn't a strong enough why. That's not something pulling you. That's not something that's putting enough of a demand on you to put the sweets down. So why do you want to eat healthy? Because you don't have to, right? You don't have to, but you spoke that out. You said that this is a priority for you. So why? Let's see. He's speaking to the perfect person about a coaching business. Absolutely. Yeah, man. I'm here to support you through this process, family. Thanks, LJ. Oh, whoa. Let's see. Okay, I'm on it. Appreciate it. Yeah, please hit me up. Hit me up. Let me know. Let me know if you run into any challenges. And also, when you check a box, hit me up, man. Let me clap with you. Let me celebrate with you. Let me support you. Hey, Kathy. Yeah, paying attention, time adds up. It does. It absolutely does. Healthier body and lose weight. Okay. So you want to lose weight and you want to have a healthier body. Why? Let's play along. Why? Why do you want to lose weight? You look great. Why do you want to lose weight? Why do you want to be healthier? What's the point of that? In your opinion, right? Feel better about myself. Okay. So if you feel healthier, you lose some weight, you're going to feel better about yourself. Okay. What are there any benefits to that? I want to live longer. Okay. Now we're cooking. Okay. So what are the benefits of feeling better about myself? What's the point of that? Why do I need to feel better about myself? I made it this far. I know I'm putting you to work, but get them thumbs going. I appreciate you. Quality of life. Ooh, like that. Quality of life. So I want to live longer. I want to feel better about myself. If I feel better about myself, when I feel better about myself, that improves my quality of life. Why is that important? I like that. That's some fancy language, but why is that important? That just sounds cute. I want to improve my quality of life. It's like, okay, what the heck is that? By your definition, what's that mean? And you know I love you. I'm not picking on you, but let's do it. Let's unpack it. Stace, what up? My fam just jumped on. All right, listen. I appreciate the likes and shares. Appreciate everyone tapping in, giving their attention. B, what's up, family? Hey. Thank you. So we're We're picking on Teresa a little bit, but even now, even with what you shared thus far, right? Even if you don't throw anything else in there, right? B, thanks for tapping in. Stace, what up? So, excuse me. So even with that, right? Healthier body, lose weight, feel better about myself, live longer, improve my quality of life. So when you're thinking about right that process, when you're looking at those sweets, right? It's when you're thinking about making healthier choices at the table, it's more than just the meal. It's more than just that sweet or whatever that might be. It's bigger than that. We're talking about your quality of life. You said I might live longer. You said I want to feel better about myself. I mean, so let me give you this, right? This is something that doesn't have to be like you don't have to just go and throw everything in the trash and just start just eating, plants and dirt out of your backyard. Like, no, it doesn't have to be like that. Thanks for tapping in, family. Doesn't have to be like that. What you can do is just start cutting back. Just start cutting back. Instead of eating a whole row of Oreos, right? Maybe get, maybe let's say a row is 18, just get six, right? And then get six the next time. And then instead of sitting there and eating the whole row, you get what I'm saying? So cut back. Instead of buying the ginormous family pack and it's just you, well, I've been there, especially those Oreo thins, y'all. I don't know what they put in the thins versus the regular Oreos, but I'm glad to hear that, LJ. I love it. Thank you. I know what I wanted to put in my goal. Let's go. I love it. That's right. Prioritize you. I love it. I love it. So, Teresa, as you're progressing, right? Don't feel like you have to like build the city. Don't feel like you have to do it all in one big, but just start thinking things through. All right. This is my snack, and boom, well, this is what this is. You mentioned, you said it was eating sweets. I think you said, okay, so start cutting back. Stop buying the ginormous family pack. Cut back. I have cut down. It's just not enough or fast enough. Okay. How about sometimes up your water intake? What? This is a big one. My doctor told me this a few years ago. He said, when you go to sit down to eat, he said, oftentimes we're dehydrated and that it feels the same as hungry. So we're snacking, we're eating, we're getting seconds, we're boom, 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 we're piling on. And so drink water. So now when I go to eat and that first water, drown it. Right. But up your water intake. It might be something as silly and simple as that. Up your water intake. That'll help you fight a little bit. But if you've cut down, I want you to give yourself credit for the fact that you have cut down. Look, I have cut down. It's just not enough or fast enough. Well, says who? Now, if you're not going to go all in cold turkey and just abandon ship, then I want you to just step it up a little bit weekly. So this week it's 30 cookies. All right, cool. Next week it's 26 cookies. And next week it just kind of turn it back and then replace it with something else. Right? Replace it with something else. Don't just kind of throw it away and then now it's just like, right? Try some different snacks. Try some different healthier things. Maybe instead of kids, maybe get this instead of right. Just play around with it. Try some different things. But most importantly, I want you to give yourself credit for the progress you've made. Every step matters. So if you've cut back, that's awesome. Now, clearly you're feeling like you need to cut back a little more. You want to speed up the process. Okay, awesome. Do that. But one step at a time. Don't feel like it has to just be, you have to just go dive off the deep end. No, progress matters. One step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time. Every day, to keep it front of mind. And don't beat yourself up, just take steps every day. That's what it's about. It's about developing healthy habits. So you just want to get into these healthy habits. When we're dehydrated, our heart rate elevates, our blood pressure drops, which means our oxygenation drops too. Imagine trying to run on a 30% battery. Thank you for that. Right? Obviously, I didn't know all the science, but I do know that you might feel hungry and you're really just thirsty. So step up your water intake. And then you're out there in that 120-degree weather. Definitely, definitely try that. And I'm no dietitian or anything, but you know, I understand the importance of healthy habits and forward progress, daily progress. What? Everything okay? Yeah, he's trying to get to the ice cream today. Oh, I didn't even know that was like a thing. It just rolled past. I didn't either. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I hear all this noise running around the house, and apparently the ice cream truck riding through the hood. I didn't even know we had an ice cream truck. And my son was trying to catch him. He must be gone. Ice cream man might live here. Anyway, look, 101 degrees. I replaced my sweets with dry cherry. There you go. Yeah, we just substitute some things and just try some things. It's not, again, it doesn't have to be this big, ginormous step by ferocious step. Again, it's about habits and rituals, and it's about being intentional, right, and keeping things front of mind. So just the mere fact that, it's a thing for you, let that be that. I love it. Da-da-da-da. I hope you made it to the ice cream truck. All right, let's see. Thank you, Teresa. Thanks for sharing. All right, who else? We had two really good ones so far. Look at this right here. We're going to pen this. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. All right, what else? Why haven't you started yet? What you waiting for? Let's make today day one. Who else has something that they need to get started? They've been half stepping. Been making excuses. Who else? Who else has a roadblock in front of them, or a mountain? Maybe it feels like a mountain or a monster in front of them that you feel like is slowing down your progress. Let's slay that dragon right now together. Come on, let's do it. Come on, don't be shy. If there's a monster in front of you, if there's a thought, if there's an idea, if there's some sort of fear, some challenge in front of you right now that's stopping you from taking that next step, share what it is, and we're gonna slay that dragon together right now. If you know this is a safe space for sure, and we're all battling different dragons. So let's slay that dragon right now. Pardon me. I'll leave this out. Come on. We'll be patient. Don't be shy. What's that thing? What's stopping you from taking that next step? What's stopping you from taking that leap? What's stopping you from making that change? What's stopping you from making that call? What's stopping you from making that post? What's stopping you? I don't know what this is. What's stopping you? What's stopping you from finishing those last couple classes? What's stopping you from learning that skill so you can get that raise? What's stopping you from starting a business? What's stopping you from investing in yourself? What's stopping you from apologizing to that person? What's stopping you? Come on, let's slay that dragon. So do me a favor. If everyone is feeling amazing and not having a true work-life balance. I like this subject. And this is an interesting one, right? This is an interesting one because it's not. So for me, I understand that everything is seasonal, right? God works in seasons. And if you don't have that work-life balance that you desire in this season, then this should be, right, because that's a desire of yours, this should be the season to evaluate how you're moving and evaluate the path you're on and start to set things in motion and put things in order so that you can acquire that work life balance that you desire. So perhaps it's not okay next week, but maybe come January, right? 24 in a day, supposed to sleep 8, work 8 plus, do normal day to day. Yeah, I get it. So even in that, even in that, right? We absolutely have to get our rest, right? Obviously, we need to be as present as possible. And then you're right. We do have to work. So one of the things that helps with the work thing is um, doing something that you love doing something that where you see value, where you feel valued, where you feel like you're adding, to the world, where you feel like there's at least a connection to your purpose. Maybe it's not fully it, but maybe there's a connection to your purpose. So you feel like, it's not just you're checking a box. Oh, it's just work. Ugh. So that's one thing to think on and consider, right? And then to your point about being able to just do the normal stuff and be a good parent and all the things. And again, that comes down to prioritizing our time and energy. Because to your point, if I'm only up 16, let's say, and half of that I'm working, how can I? Well, being a great parent, that isn't always super time consuming. Being in healthy relationships aren't always super time consuming. And healthy relationships respect priorities. Like I respect my wife's priorities. She respects my priorities. She respects the fact that I'm walking in and I'm pursuing my purpose. And we prioritize our relationship absolutely, but it doesn't have to be an all-consuming, 6 hours a day we're staring at each other's face sort of thing. And then when it comes to parenting, obviously depending on the age of the children, obviously the younger they are, the more hands-on, the more attention, the more consuming it is. But as they start to come of age, as we put things in order, it's more about planting seeds, kind of stepping back, watching them. Okay, boom, planting seeds, watering that seed, kind of stepping back, giving them a moment. We're in, as they get older, it becomes preparation. Now, this is my philosophy, of course, but it's about preparation. My job is to prepare. And so I have to plant seeds, have conversations, have moments, and then step back, give them a chance to try, give them a chance to mess up, give them a chance to hit it out the park, regroup, boom, 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 step back. So even in that, it's like if we really have our priorities in order and we budget our time and energy wisely, there's enough time in the day. Now, I'm not saying some days are not going to kick our behind. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is there is plenty of time. We just have to maximize our time. We have to do the best we can do with how we invest our time and energy. And a big part of that is we have to make sure we have the energy to invest. So that's where the rest, that's where eat, move, and sleep, the fundamentals I always talk about, come into play. And of course, I'm speaking in general, right, to a general subject. Obviously, we can speak to the specifics for an individual. Let's see, I'm looking to work 3 days a week. From home would be ideal. 4 days to actually have life. Okay, I love it. So even when you think about that, hey, D-Day, even when you, I'm quitting today. Don't quit, not yet. Not yet. But again, maybe this is the season you start to set things up so that next summer, right, you're in a totally different space. Okay, if I just want to work 3 days a week, what would that look like? What would I need to do? What would have to be true for me to be able to earn enough working 3 days so that I can, what would that look like? Because it's possible. It's absolutely possible. And then speaking specifically to you, we've never met, but just from your energy and the comments and the feedback and the awesomeness that you put out here. Last time we were on here, somebody was like, girl, are you a life coach? So there's a lot of things in you that the world needs more of. And so, I don't know, maybe this is the season you write your book. That's going to change everything. Maybe this is the season you start connecting with some people, and maybe you do pursue that. I know when you answered before, you said, maybe maybe you do start something that pours into people who've been through what you've been through, what you've been able to overcome. Is this the season you start doing the paperwork and start positioning yourself to open that nonprofit? I don't know. Then you can lose yourself in your work because you're walking in your purpose, and then you don't have to worry about the finances will take care of themselves. Actually, I don't like that language, but the finances will be there, so you won't have to break your neck. So this is new plan season. This is, this was cool for now, but I want to take it to another level. And what does the next level look like? Okay, this got me this far, and this is great, but I want to take my time back. I want time freedom. I want financial freedom, and I want time freedom. Okay, so what do I need to do? I need to figure out how I can. So again, perhaps this is the season for, right? This is the season for that. Dee, what's up, sis? Yeah, true. That matters, and having the support. Exactly. And the beautiful thing about support is the more you go all in on you, and the more you support your own dreams, you support your own goals, you support your own, the people will come out of the woodworks. Because you invest in you, because you support you, somehow you and I bumped into one another. Now I'm here to support you. Now I'm here to stand with you. I'm here to be the big brother, the encourager, the supporter, right? The one to help you navigate through this, the one to listen and ask you some questions to push you, the one to help you even with accountability. So because you support you, because you take care of you, because you've been investing in you, it just so happened, I don't believe in coincidence, that now we met. Now all these other lovely folks that are in the room are here. And so the more you support you, the more supporters will show up. Speaking of support, before I swipe to see the rest of the comments, I just want to shout LJ out. She has two different messages on here. One is FL_NBA. The other one is Go Talent the 10th. And she sent me a message today. For those that saw, I've been posting some Dear Parents videos the last couple of days, just getting some ideas out of my head, transitioning into doing some other things. And she sent me a message. She says, I love what you're doing. You're creating a niche for yourself. And this is what she said. She said, going forward, how can I support you? Y'all, the answer is that message. If you never do another thing, just that belief, that encouragement, that seed you planted and watered, that's beautiful. And then you support me every time I come on live. You're on here. Look, please tap the screen and share the live. That's support. That's literally support. A lot of the people that are in the room are because you invited them. So I've been able to make some connections and link up with some people because you made that happen. So thank you for that. I truly, truly appreciate that. But here's the thing. Even back to what I was saying about supporting yourself, I had to show up. And because I show up and because I invest, right? And because my motives are pure and she can feel that and see that, it's easy to support people who support themselves. So if your thing is, I don't have to support, show me how you're supporting you. You want me to buy in, show me that you're bought in. See, she sees how much I'm bought in, so it's easy to buy in. Not that we don't appreciate it, but it makes it easier. So thank you again. Thank everyone. But I had to, highlight that time and energy budget awareness is real. What? The realist? We can blow a couple of dollars, but time and energy budget? That's what changes the game. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. I'm Trying to catch up to the comments and moving kind of fast. Wait. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Appreciate it. A season for evaluation. Indeed. You're right. That's what I need to give. I'm here to help. Yeah. Then it's not working. Exactly. I'd be right in alignment with God. So yeah. So this is evaluation season. This is deciding what you want, recognizing that, you know what, I need to be walking more in my purpose. And I want to take my time back. So I need time, not only financial freedom, I need time freedom. What does that look like? What needs to be true in order for that to happen? And then start boom, 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 boom. Da, 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 da. Oh, Brooke, of course, you're welcome. Dee said, I'm okay, just listening, trying to figure out time management so I can walk in my Oh, I'm gonna come back to that. You weren't on here earlier. We talked about time management. I'm gonna come back to that in a second. Real, recognize real. The authenticity. This is what we recognize exactly. Submit questions, share the message, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes we do get to sit in the shade from the trees. Exactly. See, whoa, I'm trying to read all these comments. This is a good problem. I appreciate you guys so much. Let's see. Da-da-da-da. We do get to sit in the shade from the trees with the seeds we plant. It's easier to want to help people that are trying to help themselves. Exactly. We're supporting each other. Come a long way since I met you. Love it. That's at the highest cost to us. Gotta be careful what we spend. Exactly. Okay. Now let me come back to my sis. Boom. Okay. So this came up a little bit earlier, right? Trying to figure time management so I can walk in my purpose. Okay. I love that. So anytime I hear time management, I think about priority management because the time is there. We just have to say, okay, we have to, sometimes we got to take the deck and kind of reset. I heard it, got to reshuffle the deck and recognize what our priorities are. So right now, the priority is me walking in my purpose, me living fully, me living out loud, me showing up fully in my purpose. Okay, great. Now that that's the priority, and maybe it was kind of the priority, maybe it was on the list of priorities, but now that's the priority. So now what needs to be true in my life? Okay, what needs to adjust? Because this is the priority. Now I have to start making decisions that align with that priority. So where I invest my time and my energy, right? Where I invest, where I put my efforts, that's going to be driven by what I say my priorities are, what I say that I want, what the goals are, the mountain that I'm choosing to climb. So where we're going determines how we pack, right? It's the middle of the summer. I'm in Florida. If I say, hey, come on down and hang out, you're not bringing winter coats, right? It's just not packing winter coats, right? You're packing to hang out in Florida. So once you get crystal clear on what you want and where you're going, then you start packing accordingly, and you start reshuffling things. And then as far as time, the time is there. Again, we just have to make sure that we are, pardon me, investing it in the proper places based on our values, based on what we value in those seasons, based on what it is we want, based on where we want to go and what it is that we want to accomplish. So so I would zoom out and I would take a look at, okay, again, we back to see in this season, I've identified that this is the mountain I want to climb. Hey, Renata, what's up, family? This is the mountain I want to climb. Okay. So based on what I know about this particular mountain, this is how I need to pack. These are the things I need to prioritize. And then one of the things, of course, that I always talk about again, it's the fundamentals. Let's make sure, if you're ever stuck, just go to the fundamentals. Appreciate it. If you're ever stuck, just say, okay, I need to get my eating, moving, sleeping in order so that I can bring all of me to attack this problem. So when the problem presents itself, okay, I see you. Let me work on my rest. Let me work on my movement. Let me work on let me get this diet. Let me start eating a little better. Let me start feeding myself a little better. Right? Let me start taking care of myself a little better. And then you're going to bring a better version of you to the test, right? You're going to show up to the test, feeling refreshed with a full tank. And then everything is going to look different. It's going to look, you're going to be able to handle it. You're going to know that, oh, I can manage this. Sometimes, exactly. Sometimes the monster in front of us, it looks like it looks unmanageable. And that's when we get words like overwhelmed and things like that come in. And it just seems like, oh, there's just so much. Well, it's not that there's so much. It's that this isn't the best of me that I'm bringing to this party, to this dance. So it's always a look within. If you feel like, oh man, there's just so much going on, take a moment, step back and look within, because you can handle all that and some. The best of you, let me correct myself, the best version of you can handle all that and some. I say that again. The best of me, oh, he can handle all the things. But when I'm tired, when I'm worn out, when I'm just feeling beat, right? When I haven't been taking care of myself, I'm just now, right? Now a little hill is, I'm a mountain climber. I let a little speed bump stop me. Well, that's what happens when I don't bring the best of me, when I'm not fully invested in me. And some people say, I'm invested in me. I know you are, but I want you to just check your fundamentals. So, because literally that'll change everything. Awesome. Awesome. She said, great advice, taking notes. I love it. Yes, preparation. So, what do I want? Get clear on that. And then, okay, what needs to be true in order for me to accomplish that? And every day, just spend your time, energy, effort, and money preparing for what it is you said you want. Look at that. Thank you. Just sleep and hydration really make a huge difference. Think about that. If you're tired and thirsty, that's a different human. That's a totally different version of you. Remember those remember the Snickers commercials when they would have the person like they're literally someone else. And it's like you're not yourself when you're hungry. And then they eat a Snickers and they turn back to themselves. That's real. It's silly and it's ha ha ha, but that's real. Think about you when you're tired and hungry. Thank you, bro. Hangry. Exactly. So if you're hangry, a little simple challenge, right, looks like a 5-headed, fire-breathing, human-eating dragon, right? Like, it's like, oh my God, I don't know. And it's like, because I'm tired and hungry, but then it's like when I'm hydrated, right, and I get some rest and I feel better, it's just like, oh, I could have just turned off the light. And it's like, oh my God, this looks crazy. What is wrong with that? Then I shake that off, check the boxes I need to check, and it's like, oh, I can just turn on the light. A lot of times you can just turn on the light. Appreciate you, babe. Thanks for tapping in, bringing the positivity, the warmth, and love as always. Enjoy the rest of your Friday and have a great weekend. So sometimes think about it. Think about how many, thank you, Lord. Think about how many answers were literally right in your hand or right in front of your face, but you couldn't see it because you were just off. And then you shook it off. It's like on a movie, right? When a person is hysterical and they're all over the place and their friend, their loved one slaps a bow. And then, oh, I'm thirsty. I don't know what to do. Oh my God, I'm so thirsty. I can't. It's like, oh, I got water right here. Couldn't even see the water because I was just all frantic. So some of us need slap. The slap for us is rest, water, movement, a little sunlight, literally some good music. And literally giving ourselves a moment to exhale, step away for a moment. Then you come back and magically you realize, oh, all the it was literally right in front of me. It's literally it's literally in my hand. I know, like literally. And so it's like, but we have to be proactive with these things. That's why I preach self-care all the time. That's why I always start with Get your fundies in order, get your fundamentals in order, and then we'll build and we'll build and we'll build. Why is that? Because I understand the value of that. And I've been there. And that's when you just kind of laugh at yourself. What was I thinking? What was I? Well, it's okay. You weren't. That wasn't the best version of you that was in that moment. You were there, but you kind of weren't. So uh, you want to level up? Hey, what's up, family? SJ, what's up, family? Streaming over on YouTube, and I ain't even send it out to anybody. My folks jumped on. I appreciate you, fam. I was talking about you on the live stream yesterday. So yeah, we have to always look within first. I know it's a problem. I know it's a monster in front of you, but if you feel like that monster is a little too much, the issue is within, because there's nothing that's going to show up that's too much for you. It may appear that way, but that's a sign that you're not taking good enough care of yourself. I'm going to say that again. The monster's going to show up, right? And if you feel like, oh my God, this is too much, he's too big, he's too strong, look at him. If he breathes fire, what am I going to live low make? Whoa, whoa, whoa. The issue's not the monster. This is what you do. Think about who you are. Think about who you are. Remember who you are. Remember the mission that you're on. And remember all the monsters you previously slain. This ain't even the baddest. This ain't even the baddest one. This ain't even the baddest one that you've ever faced. Yeah, he's ugly and breathing fire, but you've overcome some much, much, much uglier, scarier, more dangerous monsters. So if you're feeling like, oh, this is too much, you need to look within. And there's something going on with you and you. You need to get that relationship with you and you in better condition. And it starts with the fundamentals. I know some people want some fancy, complicated 12 steps to fix it thing. It's like, no, get your fundamentals together, because that's literally going to change you into a different human. That's a different version of you that's going to show up, a much, much higher expression of you that shows up to face said monster. So if you're feeling a little overwhelmed, take a step back, work on your EMS, right? Your eating, moving, and sleeping. Get your head clear, weaponize music, put the tunes on that's going to get you where you want to go, and start, right? And then look at them, and then look at it a little differently. It's like if you're an athlete and you know what you can do, you do that, right? But you're out of shape. So now you show up to play, well, that's just a shell of you. But you know you're so much better than that. And now the other team, they're trying to stun on you a little bit. Because listen, it's not their fault that you out of shape, right? So now they might beat up on you a little bit. But then you pull a Kobe, you mark the calendar. Okay, oh, y'all got me today. You play against them. November 1st, cool. What's the date? July 20 something? Cool. Oh, I'm gonna be ready. I got the rest of July, I got August, September, October. Oh, forget about it. I got a couple months to get ready. Oh, I'm gonna get them 50. And then you start taking the necessary steps to do what? It's not them, it's us. So anytime something is, I always look within, I check me. Okay, I just got a question over here. It says here, I like how you say to weaponize emotions. Can you speak on this a little bit? Exactly. So what he's saying for those in here, I'll often say something like weaponize empathy, right? Weaponize your compassion, weaponize. And so what that simply is it's a way to center yourself. It's a way to keep you focused. So if I say something like weaponize empathy, what I'm saying is I'm just challenging you to evaluate the situation from different perspectives. Because sometimes we'll look at it, we'll see something, and and it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. So let's say, for instance, let's say one of you just snap and start cussing me out, right? Now, if I was a person who had an unhealthy relationship with their ego, who you think you're talking to? Or if I was a less mature person, right? Me once upon a time, yo, who you think you? I'm gonna stand up, swell up, get ready to dance, tug my shorts a little bit. Yo, who the whoop, bop, 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 bop. But when I weaponize empathy, I say, wait a minute, divine fire, that's family. Wow, what's troubling her that she would lash out at me like that? While she's mid cuss out, while she's telling me I suck and why would I wear a shirt that color and that ain't platinum. This is platinum, by the way. And da 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 da. I'm inboxing her. Hey, family, you know, bop, 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 bop. Here's my number. I'm here to support you. I'm not sure what's going on, but clearly something's troubling you. And, I love you. I'm praying for you and your folks. Whoop, whoop, whoop. If you need me, hit me up. Mid cuss out. So think about how powerful that is. First of all, it avoids what? Because why would I immediately go to let's rumble? Right? If rumbling is necessary, we can get to that at some point, but that doesn't need to be my first response, my first reaction, because I'm walking in love. I'm here on an assignment. And if a part of my assignment today is to get cussed out by my sister, if the cuss out is what draws me closer to her so that I can do what I need to do, which is be of service. See, we miss a lot of opportunities because our ego is in the way. So when I say weaponize empathy, I'm literally saying, use empathy. Again, it's just to gain perspective. And then you save yourself headaches. It helps you to respond via your intellect versus your emotion, because something may be said and then it touches me and then I allow my emotions to just take over, and I don't believe in that. Excuse me. I believe in self-control. I believe in keeping things in order. I believe in being poised. I'm the quarterback. All hell is breaking loose. I'm in the pocket like, where's my guy? Oh, here he is. They trying to take me out, and I'm cool. I'm in the pocket. All stuff is going on. There he is. I'm poised. I'm focused. I'm locked in. So weaponizing empathy, it creates a situation. It creates an extra opportunity for me to focus, for me to see more of the problem. You math people, right? It gives me more factors to work with. It's like I'm trying to solve an equation, but I don't have all the factors. I'm missing so many pieces. But when I weaponize empathy, right, it gives me more pieces of the puzzle. It's like, okay. And then, exactly. I say that all the time, family, intellect over emotion. And so I'm able to, my emotions are there, but I have them, I govern them. They don't govern me. And so I'm able to see from different angles, and I'm able to evaluate more of the situation. And then I'm able to make a healthier, better, more quality decision. So that's where weaponizing different emotions comes into play. It just offers me more, it gives me more insight. It's like the president, he goes in the room with the generals and the admirals and the secretary of this and the whoop bop this and the this over this. And everyone gives us insight and information and perspective, and everyone speaks to the subject matter, and boom, boom, boom. And then he can make a much, 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 much more informed, quality, healthy decision. So that's the beauty and value in that. Exactly. So he said this goes into what you always preach about, personal responsibility. Exactly. That's my first. I run everything through that filter first. Personal responsibility. Appreciate you, family. I run everything That's what I'm talking about. She done tapped the screen. I'm gonna send you an ice pack. She done tapped the screen so much ticks. I said, no, stop tapping it. You done. I appreciate that so much. But yes, yeah, keep tapping the screen and all the things. Um because that matters in a huge way. But yes, that's exactly it. Yeah, one of the things I always want to be is in control of my emotions because I believe that that's like the highest level of class and maturity and sophistication. Not many people, I've been on this earth a while, I've been blessed, and not many people can say that they've seen me like lose my cool, see my emotions get the best of me. It's happened a couple times, but I can probably name, especially in the last decade, I can name the times that it happened. It happens. It's just I, I don't do it. Now it's a rumble. It's a fight. It's not because I'm so polished. No, it's because I work my face off every day to to maintain that order in my life. And I've shared this before, but I got homies who aren't here anymore, right? They're in the grave, or they're doing 45 to 90, double life, that all because they lost their cool in a moment. In that moment, totally. So when I'm thinking about keeping my cool, I'm thinking about I don't want to go up to John. I got granddaughters trying to be behind the walls. So whatever helps you to keep your cool, you find that thing. But those are some of the things that helped me, especially early on. But like I never want to be out of control, or like I never want to have to come back and say, yeah, my bad. I was a little upset, and so nah, I'm more sophisticated than that. I'm better than that. Like I'm better than that. I'm better than arguing and cussing and fussing and all that nonsense that comes along with not having control of your emotion. Nah, I'm better than that, and so are you. All right, what else? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Appreciate that. Yeah, personal responsibility. That's my number one thing. It's my number one rule, goal. That's the first filter I run things through. What's my role in this? Hmm. What else? Anything else? This was super good. What else? Uh-oh. TikTok making me work, making me put a puzzle together. Yo, this might be the greatest comment ever right here. Thank you so much. TikTok is no longer counting my taps. So everyone, please, I love it. Thank you. So any other I hope I yeah, self-reflection, turning away from exactly. Really just not oh wait, I missed this. Renata said, ouch, uh-oh. I don't even know where I was when she said that, but I appreciate you, family. Bishop Jake said back in the day, if you're gonna step on the toe, break it. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad, family. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Uh-oh, wait a minute, we got something else. How do we stay in control of our emotions at the same time? Great barriers to make sure we won't be disrespected. So he said, and create barrier. Ooh, I love it. So here's the question. Here's the question, y'all. Question is, how do we stay in control of our emotions and also uh, also set boundaries so we won't be disrespected? I love that. So let's take disrespected first. Um, that is if I'm not insulted, you didn't insult me. It's you can't disrespect me unless I give you permission to. I get to say what that is or what that means. Somebody said, what are you talking about? Okay, so there are things that are that's disrespectful. Okay, I agree. But what if I don't agree? What if I don't want to own that? What if I don't want to allow that to penetrate me? What if I don't want to give you that power or control over me to where you can say something or put a nice combination of words together? And what if I don't want to give you the power to make me feel a particular way about a particular thing? Right? Just think about it. Just think about it. And so, and we want, this is so good. Thank you so much. And so when you think about it, um, it's like this. Okay, here we go. Let's look at it like this. So disrespect this. So let's say something happens. Boom. You do something, you say something, bam. Okay, and it's a gut punch. Wow. That was whew. Okay, that was the offense you committed, right? That was the offense. You did that. But offended, that's a choice. Offended is a choice. Now, the offense, that's the occurrence, that's the thing. That's the punch in the stomach. But if I'm going to be offended, I have to choose to be offended. That's a choice I have to make. And so one way to look at it is, okay, I don't give my power away to anyone. I don't give anyone permission to move me off my. I don't give anyone that much power over me. So of course there's a handful of people who are that close to you who can do something that, wow, just really may shake up your foundation. But even then, I have a choice. What's my new motto? What happens next is up to me. Oh, you see, you've been MIA, bro. That's my new. What happens next is up to me. So you said what you said, you did what you did, you lied, you cheated, you stole, you said what you whatever. But what happens next is up to me. And I get to decide how I'm going to respond to whatever that behavior was, or whatever that thing was. And then since I'm choosing my response, I'm going to choose a response. I'm going to choose a healthy response. Now, my healthy response is going to help to govern and help to maintain those boundaries. Because again, I can respond in a way that's strong, that that demands and commands respect without it being an emotional response. See, it's an intellectual, calculated. I can respond. It's serious because like if something happens, I can stand my ground without losing my emotion, losing my cool. I can tell a person, all right, okay, okay, you got it, big guy. Enough's enough. And I can let them know. I can draw my line in the sand. I can let them whoa, 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 whoa. I can, and then even then, if they want to continue on, then they're trying to play a game that I really don't want to play. And then I can, again, what happens next is up to me. Then I choose how to maneuver in and around that situation. Do I want to just remove myself from it? I draw my line in the sand, right? Do I want to just remove myself? Do I want to, then I just set and again maintain boundaries, but I can do that while being in control. I don't have to be out of control because I don't give anyone permission to, pardon me, to have control over my mood and how I feel, even even in their disrespect. Because most times, especially people that aren't even close to me, people can say something and they can blah blah blah, but I'm like, okay, like I'm not moved by that. I've had people like say some nasty, trying to be hurtful things, and it's just like, I mean, just think about it. Just what, like two handfuls of people who, and even then, right? Even if it's the people in my immediate inner circle, like they, even if they choose to try to cut me deep, I mean, I still get to choose how to respond. Okay, moved up sounds awesome. I don't even know what that means, but hey, we moved up. Yeah, no response is an answer. And here's, I like that, right? But here's the thing. There's a way to respond There are healthy ways to respond. So I can respond. I can let you know that that's not okay, but I can do it in a way that doesn't give you the reaction that maybe you were looking for. Maybe you said it that way, or you did that in hopes to get a certain reaction out of me. I'm not going to give you the pleasure of that. No, you got it. You know what? No, you got it. Because again, what happens next is always up to me. And so I choose, right, to respond in a healthy manner. I choose to not lose myself in a moment, even if someone does or says something that I deem disrespectful. Yep, they did that. Because guess what? They can. You can say whatever you want to whomever you want, right? Not everybody's going to respond like me. Somebody else might punch you in the face. I might laugh. As long as you're not violating my personal space, as long as you're not right, as long as you're not painting me into a corner where I have to, but words or certain energy, like I'm not going to allow that to control me. I don't give people that much power. There's too much power for anyone to have. And I choose not to give my power away like that. That's too much power. I'm not giving the weirdo at the Target power over how I respond. And now I'm on, you know, now I'm all on the news for beating Bull up because he thought it was sweet because I wear bright colors and I smile a lot. And I was calm for the first 10 minutes while he was talking trash. Then I had to fold him up. I don't want to, for what? Then my wife got to bail me out. And then, like I've had real problems. Like I've had real issues. I got you. That's awesome. I appreciate it. I've been through real stuff, real drama. Like I've fought for my life. Like I've been through some things. I'm from a very, very dark place. And I participated in a whole lot of the things that make it a dark place. And so someone someone pops like some stuff to me is just like that's not even a real thing. Like rah, 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 rah. And that's when I go to empathy. Wow. Man, what's going on in your world that you responded like that? Man, that's crazy. Wow. And then I go into gratitude. Wow. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be in a goofy space. And man, I'm blessed to feel how I feel and be able to walk through the world the way that I do. Lucky me. Because again, if I need to do something, I mean, I know how to do stuff, but that's almost never the case. She might not be, hey, she might not. Yeah, I had to sit for a minute. My brother will, even if she won't. She will though. But again, I don't want to. Why would I want to put her in that situation, right? And then, see, this is why intellect matters, right? Because I think about the ripple effect of my choices. And so, let's say I allow someone's disrespect to cause me to act out of character, we'll call it, right? It's not going to stop with me. So y'all be, yo, I'm I'm from I'm from around the way. I got I got brothers, I got partners, I got young boys. And I know y'all be hearing me talking about them sons I got, right? My sons and their friends ain't trying to hear nothing happen to me. They're not even trying to hear me tell them it's cool, chill. They're not trying to hear that. Who? Who is it? Dad, no. Who is he? Who? Where? Oh, hey, Uncle Reed. So I see what I'm saying. So I literally think about that. Somebody do something, my neighbor get cute, and I jump up, I get into something. My sons, they coming. And then what's that turn into? Over what? Rocky poops in their grass, and even though I cleaned it up, they mad. You got it, fam. I won't let them poop in your grass no more. See, I think about the ripple effect of my decisions. There's a ripple effect to every choice that you make. And I think about that. And I'm aware of what that looks like. You never see Rocky? I'm going to have to show you Rocky. Where he at? Rocky, you up here? Is Rocky up here? Come here, buddy. The streets want to see Rocky. Come here, buddy. Come on. You taking a nap? Hey, buddy. Come on. Say hello. Say hello to the peoples. Hey, buddy. See, so if my neighbor get mad at Rocky, you know what I mean? You think I'm gonna let him, you know what I'm saying? Thank you. It's my little buddy. All right, buddy, go. Streets wanted to meet you. Say peace out. Go ahead, buddy. Thank you. Things get ugly real fast. Yeah, me too. Me too, family. And I'm aware of all of that stuff. So I'm not gonna listen. I understand the domino effect. I understand the ripple effect of my choices. That's why I'm very, very intentional about my thoughts, my words, and my actions. Y'all, I don't just be saying stuff. Like I understand. So I choose not to process through, interpret. I know, right? That might get me a whole new following. Just make videos with Rocky in there. They might not even listen to what I'm talking about. They just pay attention to him. Exactly. But that was a great question, family. Like a really, really great question. But I don't even know if I really got to it. I just really leaned into the disrespect part. But now, how do you stay in control of our emotions? Well, we have to understand that nothing has meaning until I assign it meaning. So when something happens, I get to label it. I talk about that a lot, right? Make sure you're labeling things properly. Why is that important? Well, because if I label it as disrespect, if I label it as, then there's the usual and customary response or reaction to certain things. And if I follow along that course, then that's how things will go sometimes. So yeah, we have to nothing has meaning until I assign it meaning. And then along with that, I have another rule that I live by that coincides with that. It says, I'm 100% responsible for my perspective. Just think about that. Nothing has meaning until I assign it meaning. Oh, that sounds cute. I'm 100% responsible for my perspective. What's that mean? And then when you unpack that, that means there's multiple perspectives. That means there are different ways to look at this. That means I always have a choice. That means I'm not stuck with or limited to or limited by the usual and customary way of dealing with a particular situation. So just because that's how we do it around my way, or that's how we did it around my way, or that's how I did it for the last 30 years, I don't have to do it that way going forward. Right? Exactly. So there's a lot of I have these rules that I live by. And I run everything through those filters. Okay. If I then, and one of the big ones is like personal responsibility and not giving away my power. I believe in how powerful we are just as humans. And I believe in the power of decisions. And so do everything I can to make healthy quality decisions. Do I get it wrong sometimes? Of course. Get it wrong a lot daily. But I'm very intentional. I get it right a lot as well. And so I can live with, The time I get it wrong, I learn, I laugh, and I keep it pushing. So, anywho, choices come with consequences. Exactly. Exactly. And so it's very important that we keep that in mind, and that we're really clear on that, and we understand that, and we make healthy decisions. We act in our own best interest. So many of us are our own worst enemy. So many of us have an adversarial relationship with ourselves. So many of us are doing things that aren't in our own best interest on a daily basis. So many of us are not doing things that would help us to move forward. So it's like, whose side am I on? Anywho, what time is it? 4:28. All right. I think I'm out of here. Unless somebody got a good question to make me say, oh, that's a good one. Like SJ. Shout out to SJ and whoever else was tuned in over on YouTube. Shout out to this beautiful, beautiful TikTok family. Most people don't realize how powerful the thought process is. Exactly. Most people don't. And you know what happens? I'm with you. You know what happens, Sheila? People always realize it after the fact, when they sit down and process through it, and it's like, oh man, yeah, yada yada. Well, my thing is, no, let's get in front of it. Let's be proactive. That's why I talk about playing offense in life. A sparkling day. I like that. Appreciate you. You do the same. Exactly. You have to control your thoughts first. So whatever thoughts show up, we have to challenge them. We have to make sure that these thoughts are in alignment with our identity, with who we are. And if they're not, we have to replace them with something else, which in turn means that we have to be feeding ourselves. We have to be investing in ourselves so that I can replace it with something else. If I'm limited, if my power is limited, if my vocabulary is limited, if I'm not aware that multiple options exist, if I'm not aware that there's multiple ways to look at a thing, then I'm limited in how I can. That's why I always talk about investing in yourself, time, energy, effort, and money. So to your point, you can have a healthy thought life because you're constantly investing in yourself. So, anywho, great teaching. I learned something new. I'm glad, family. Thank you. Thanks for tapping in for sure. All right, good people. I'm out of here. You guys rock. Music is medication. Like you said, I donated my living room. Dance during medicine. I love it. Music is indeed weaponized music. That's right. Get that playlist going and shoot. Put yourself in the mood you need to be in to get things done. All right, I'm out of here. Oh, you're welcome, family. Thanks for tapping in. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for the likes and the shares and the positive energy and loving on one another and all the great feedback and all the things. Y'all go have an awesome, awesome rest of y'all Friday. Until next time, I appreciate y'all. I need dance and meditation, not a beautiful living room setting. I love it. You're welcome, indeed. You're welcome. You're welcome. I appreciate y'all. All right, let me end this one. Boom.